Hold up, hold up, hold up. It's that boy G Plans. Don't give a damn. He cooler than a fan. Walking real tall. Some say he's a man.
Yeah. Now tell me this. I recently seen a video of you. You were on a podium in
Yeah,
Baton Rouge.
right. That was yesterday.
Yeah, recent. So I just recent.
Right,
Can you expound on that?
right. Um, this firm out of Dallas searched and found me on the internet, and one of for the hurricane case, and they sent me a video of this kid from Baton Rouge, who was a couple of years ago. Police deputies came to his house. While he was in his house, his mom, family is in the same house. They beat on the door. Boom, 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 boom. They don't even announce who they are. They were looking for his twin brother for some type of kidnapping. He cracked open the door and closed it real fast because he see people out there with guns. He stepped back. Deputy fired shots in the house and shoot him. He falls to the floor and he bleeding. His family's in the house. His mom trying to help him. You know what the police department said? All y'all come out of the house, showing y'all hands. So the mom had to leave her son on the ground, bleeding and dying, and walk out. You know, when she walked back in, her son was gone. So we went to Baton Rouge. We were demanding that the DA's office give this case to the grand jury. The grand jury is people from the community, and they decide whether or not this cop should be charged with murder. And so I was asking, not you, DA, because he got the power. He can decide not to do something, or he can give it to the grand jury, the people, and decide whether or not they should actually charge a police officer. So my only task down there was that we understand you got the power, but over the last 2 years, you haven't charged him with anything. So won't you give your power to the people? And if his community say he should be charged with murder, let him say it and let him face his time in jail. I'm sorry, not in jail, but in the court system, like many other people from our community have been facing over 1,000 years. So we were there to get the community going in hopes that he go ahead and take this case to the grand jury and this officer is charged with homicide. Yes. So that was yesterday. Yeah.
Man, superstar Alex, man.
Went down there, then I was headed back, and I had a city council meeting in Natchez. So the only thing stopped me from the city council meeting in Natchez was the tornadoes.
Oh yeah.
For the hurricane.
Yeah, the tornado, man. One thing I want to highlight too. Do you want to? You told me about you and Young Jeezy had a conversation.
Oh yeah. There's a little funny story on the front.
I want to bring some humor into it. We serious right now. We still, talking, but I want you to tell the people what happened between you and him. Because, Jeezy, he was just in New Orleans.
Right.
Everybody was down there, so,
Yeah, it was a funny story. I was in Atlanta a long time ago, and I can't remember. His brother, relative, or somebody got into some trouble out here in Shreveport. Yeah. And somehow he got my number. So I was in Atlanta, and there with my wife, and they get a call. Man, it's somehow I don't know how he got my number, but they called me, hey man, it's Young Jeezy, and telling me what somebody was in trouble in Shreveport, and I was like, man, listen, bro, this is how much it's gonna cost. So I threw my ex number out there. I'm thinking he got it.
Yeah.
So I ain't heard from Jeezy again. I ain't heard nothing from nobody from his camp.
Yeah.
That's about, I don't know. It was about 15 years ago whenever that happened. But it was so funny because I got so many funny stories like that happen. Bro, I'm gonna tell y'all. One other funny story.
Talk to us.
My wife gonna be mad at me, and my partner gonna be mad at me. Listen. So y'all remember when they had the big oil, natural gas taking place down here, probably about 10 years ago, where it was called the Haynesville Shale, and they was buying up everybody's land, and they was like, you had land, they was like, okay, give you 100,000 an acre, 20,000 an acre, and they was doing all that. So I had a client that had so much land, so I forgot the number of what you're gonna get. Let's say I'm just gonna throw out an easy number, 10 million, but the fee for 10 million was like $700,000 coming our way.
$700,000.
Yeah, but we young at this point, but we there. We got this potentially can happen,
Yeah.
bro. And again, just like that little Young Jesus story,
Yeah.
it wasn't me this time. It was my partner, my wife. Like, listen, if we can't get a meal, that money not spending. Well, I'm still mad at them today because I ain't never heard back from them folks either.
With 700,000.
Yeah, man, that's gone. Just forget about that. That's gone too. That's gone too. Anyway, that's two funny stories about some money. Anyway, we can keep going, bro.
Man, now tell me this, man. Out of your experience practicing law, situation after situation, case after case, which case like it hit you? Like you won, but it kind of took a toll on you. That you can tell us.
I would say I'm gonna tell you some stories. These people are in jail, and I'm representing them, and I get them out of jail through trial or whatever means it was. But at one stage, each time it was a young person, and it's almost like I don't know if they belong there, and God was just keeping them there, but they got out and they ended up getting killed. It happened to me like 3 times. Like, man, maybe some of these folks somehow getting out. Maybe they need to just sit and let things calm down around them. So it's not like a particular case, but it's a coincidence. Early on, maybe 10 years, that happened several times to me. So now when I get somebody out, they say you get off the case, I say, man, hey, bro, take it easy. Go be with your family. Move or whatever you got to do. But I'm more, God got His hand in a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? He sometimes he with you. He with me on my moves. But maybe some of the moves he's saying, listen, I'm in control. So, man, I don't want to get too religious, but my point is those type of things that I remember. Sometimes somebody ain't supposed to be out. I've seen people stay in, and a lot of their friends, something happened to them along the way, and then they eventually get out. But if they would have been out then, they could have been involved in that foolishness. Sometimes jail get a person to reflect and understand. You know what I'm saying? And it also give me time to talk to them. Because when I'm sitting there talking to this a young dude now, we're going to talk. We ain't going to just talk about your case. I'm going to get to know who he is. And I'm going to say, hey, bro, listen, he ain't got to be doing all this foolishness. It be some smart kids up in there.
Yeah.
We got more geniuses in jail than anybody.
I hear that all the time.
Yeah, they in jail. Women, I know one. I ain't gonna say the name. They're there. They in jail, and so you get a chance to talk to them. You learn from them. They learn from you, and hopefully they get out one day and never forget some of the things that I said to them.